So that kind of dovetails into a question we got in our customer group this morning.
I hadn't read this thread yet. I'm actually just catching up on it right now.
Actually, pull up Nick's response, which
his
response was great. So I would like to just.
Oh, you want to verbatim it?
Yeah. So I'll just read the question. Someone says, "Dear 034, many of us B9, B9.5 owners have been patiently waiting for news regarding the VariSpec option for B9, B9.5 platform. For quite some time now, we've been hearing a few more weeks, but months keep passing without any concrete update. We truly appreciate all the work and innovation you bring to this platform, but could you please give us an honest update? Is the VariSpec option still actively being developed, or has the project been put on hold? The community would greatly appreciate some transparency, even if the answer isn't what we had hoped for. Thank you, and we look forward to hearing from you soon." So I just want to start by saying this was very nicely asked and very nicely written, and I think it was very genuine and well-intentioned and a very fair question. Yeah. So unlike some of the passive-aggressive bullshit we get, this was very nice. This is exactly the way I would love to see things phrased, and I really appreciate where this person's coming from. Yeah. So to start, Nick had a good response. He said, "The marketing team are filming all of our how-to videos in a couple of hours for VariSpec on B9, B9.5 in preparation for our upcoming release. When we say that something is in the works, we are 100% truthful in that. We state weekly that this is one of our top development priorities in our live streams, comments, and in posts we've provided updating the status here. Something to keep in mind, the developments here are not simple nor straightforward. Thus, the completion date is subject to significant variances based on hurdles, new discoveries, new opportunities, and additional work that comes up to complete these developments in ways that you, the customer, truly want. The development takes time, which is why we cannot always provide a clear date/window of time for when something may be done. We always work to provide as accurate of a timeline as possible, but above all else, we ensure what we release is up to you and your high standards and will not compromise on that to hit an arbitrary release date. We appreciate that our customers are excited and enthusiastic about accessing these new features, but we know above getting features, you all want them to actually be worth having. VariSpec will be released for B9 when it's 100% ready to be released, which we're on the cusp of. That, of course, is subject to change if we discover any hurdles that would prevent that, at which point we'll continue to work tirelessly to resolve and release this free feature set and other features we are working on.
Yep.
So, bottom line, we're working on it. We have been. I'm not sure how the impression that it's been put on hold could come across, but we do talk about it almost every week here, and I know not everyone sees or hears these live chats every single week. But yes, we are working on it, and it's very close. We're kind of damned if we do, damned if we don't, because if you guys ask and we don't say anything, you think we're not working on it, or you get mad at us for not telling you. And if we do give our best estimate, then it frustrates people. And even in this comment, someone said, we're looking for transparency, even if it's not what we want to hear. And it's like, dude, that's what we've been doing. Right. We have been transparent, and you didn't like it. So we are not hiding anything. We are the most transparent tuning company on the market. Again, show me one other company where the CEO and the head of software engineering are openly answering questions to anything that anyone asks. You're not gonna. It just doesn't exist. Honestly, I have a hard time seeing any company anywhere doing, like in any industry, doing anything like this. Mm-hmm. So what we do here is very unique, and you guys have access to us, access to our information, and full transparency. The nature of the email is you don't like it, and you even said, even if we don't like it. So I think Nick's response summarized everything well. Something I want to add. And I think this is really lost. And there was someone said GTA 6 will probably be done before VariSpec, and I commented it probably will be, because GTA 6 is way easier to do than what we do here at 034 Motorsport, and I don't think people truly understand that.
Yeah, it's lost a lot in what it takes to reverse engineer and basically wedge your software into OEM controllers in a way that is integrated and safe and reliable as we demand from it. So it's not like we have a full software tool chain given to us, or we develop it start to finish that creates this product. You've got to first be able to flash this thing that's supposed to be unflashable and untouchable by anybody. Once you can do that, then you've got to shoehorn all of these little bits of software into exactly the right places across all of these different softwares, where every single box is compiled differently and every one of them's got all of the hooks you're looking for in a different place. And that's just to get some basic functionality in there, and then to do it all right, and then to program and re-strategize how the control strategies work. Within all that is not a small undertaking. It's not a known solution until you've got it done.
Yeah. So the I don't know what company does GTA 6, but let's say you're a video game company. If you start a video game company, you can go into the world and you could interview millions and millions of software developers, programmers. Hell, you can even have Claude, write the code for you. And there's an open platform where code can be written to create certain functions and outcomes in the software environment. Nobody is stopping you from writing the code. You don't have to reverse engineer anything. You don't have to crack or get through any kind of NSA level security to do it. And it's just literally a bunch of programmers sitting down writing code, now using AI agents to also write lines of codes and create functionality. And no one's stopping GTA from doing what they do. And it apparently takes them however long to do it. I was just notified that GTA 6 is supposed to release in the fall. Okay, well, VariSpec will definitely be out before then, so sorry. I'm just making a point here about the nature of what we do versus what, even Microsoft. Microsoft's developing Windows 11 teen. It's easy. They just write code and they test it and they make sure the code works with itself and it's done, and then they release it. It's relatively easy work. The kind of work that we do to create something like VariSpec would be the equivalent of you could play GTA 6 on the NSA website server, right? That's what we do. So Audi, Volkswagen, Bosch, Siemens, they protect their ECUs. They are locked down. They are decoded. You cannot just log into an ECU and see fueling and timing maps. You can't. All you see is hexadecimal data, just numbers, just charts of numbers, and not even numbers in certain types of charts. And there's now 5,000 to 10,000 different, basically blank, nameless charts of numbers inside these.
Oh, it's hundreds of thousands. Yeah. Our map list or our variable list is now in the hundreds of thousands for.
I guess ME7 was 10,000.
And the actual calibration side, you're probably in the 50s of thousands on the newer controllers these days.
And it's locked behind a secure.
That's
environment.
That's assuming you can even get to the point where you can see them. So all these to an earlier point, there's all these mail-in unlocks and things that people are excited about. Oh, we can tune our thing now. That's because, there was a solution figured out. It is out of the difficulty that they don't want to put it into the public. That's why these mail-in unlocks exist.
It's a protective.
It's a protective thing because it's as these securities ratchet up and ratchet up and ratchet up, the OEMs watch it and then they figure out whatever hole was made to get around their security, and they lock it down. And then they lock down the next one and the next one. So that's why these mail-in unlocks still exist. That's why there's so much protection around some of these unlocks, is because a vast majority of what we have to do is just getting around the protections put in place to even get started to make a calibration at all. Never mind all the advanced feature stuff.
Yeah.
It's.
So the analogy is. You ask a mason to build a brick wall, and he knows how to build a brick wall because he has training to do it. He mixes the cement correctly, and he stacks and makes sure everything's straight, and he builds a brick wall. That's what GTA 6 is. What we do here is building a brick wall where there's a group of people stopping you from building a brick wall. Say you're trying to build a brick wall, and on the Gaza Strip or in Iran or something. It's just bombs are dropping around. I mean, that's the environment we work under, where someone or something is stopping us from doing anything. So, and you talk about something like VariSpec. VariSpec doesn't exist inside the factory ECU. It's not there. So we have to write the code and build a whole new software functionality and marry it into the factory software environments. It's not a calibration thing. You're not going in there flipping some switches and turning some scaling, some limits up. You actually have to re-engineer the code, the foundational code in the software, while someone is trying to stop you when you're totally blind to what anything is in there. So it's extremely difficult, and it is. I think if we were just going to develop a let's say a GUI for something that you could, like the SPI app, the app itself.
Yeah, the app.
It's relatively easy.
The app
to
development's
do.
a known quantifiable thing. That's got decades of history now of what it's going to take to implement a similar.
And so we could easily say, you know what? Let's meet with the team. We're going to have to write this much code. We should be able to get this done in 6 months, and put out a reliable time estimate. But when it comes to things like VariSpec, rolling anti-lag, flex fuel, our BLU TCU unlock, these are things that no one knows how to do it, and Nate and the team literally just try things and solve until it works. And so, how long does that take? Nobody really knows, And so we put out estimates, and it is in full transparency, or as much. The fullness of transparency is as much as is justified. Yeah. We are a private company with secrets and intellectual property. But, it's tough. And you see other tuning companies struggling with this too. A lot of them just don't say anything, and all of a sudden one day they're like, this is ready. We choose to be more transparent, and so we just ask for that understanding and patience.
Yeah. Someone followed up and said, to be fair, it's not that simple to develop an OS. No kidding. And nobody said any of this work was simple, and that's why there's thousands of developers that work on given operating systems or software packages or whatever. It's just more that it's a known, quantifiable. Like you have a tasks to do. You can do it. You just put some man hours into it. Whereas when you have to come at it and basically attack the system you're working on just to get started, and it's only getting harder and harder every single iteration. It's a very different development path, and it's you start with this blob, and you've got to develop some kind of world-class product with it. So it's a very, very different development approach.
And to be fair, building a really nice straight brick wall that will stand up is not simple either.
Yeah,
right?
you can slap some bricks together and have a shitty looking wall.
You have to know how to build a brick wall. You need training, you need experience, and it's not simple. It's doable, and there's millions of people in the world that are good at it and can do it. But the point is, nobody's stopping you from building a brick wall. No, you don't. You're not doing it blindfolded with two arms behind your back, and that's the difference.
You have actually the opposite. You have all of these, hardware companies that give you full spec sheets. You've got all of the access to, instruction sets and expected behaviors and errata sheets and everything you could want to help you develop the best product you can on their hardware.
Like if you want to develop an app for iOS,
there are tons of developer kits and how-tos and
they have conferences.
They have conferences and they make tools to help you do it better.
They literally pay you to come there. To develop stuff.
Same with OSs. OSs all the way down through. They're going to be in tight integration with all of the hardware suppliers with whatever new tools, technologies, securities they've got. So, just a completely different development world.
Yeah. So, hopefully that lands well. Hopefully nobody thinks I'm a dick for saying this stuff, but this is us being transparent.
Yeah, you're welcome to petition, the vendors, the OEMs, and to have them be like, hey guys, after, X amount of years, or if I sign this off, can you unlock my ECU for me because it's my property? Go that route, and we can get some stuff developed a lot faster. But we don't have those switches and knobs right now from the OEMs, so this is where we're at.
It's the opposite. They're stopping us.
You've bought hardware from them that they don't want you to touch.
Yeah.
So that's what we're trying to empower you guys with.